Good afternoon. Welcome to my page. I'm Michelle with Glitzy Yaya. If you're watching this part of the video, you're probably watching the replay. So if you don't see the red live button up in the top, then it is the replay. So just hashtag replay in the comments and let me know that you stopped by. So while we're waiting on some friends to hop on, I'm going to share us out. Make sure this is turned down. Hi, Melanie. How are you? Hi, Heidi. How are you doing? I'm doing great. Okay, let me get here. Thank you, Melanie. Hi, Lori. How's everybody doing? I am doing really well. Just got back. My daughters took me out to brunch. I guess it was more lunch for Mother's Day since they're going to be tied up doing their Mother's Day next week. So it was really nice and just got to see all the grandkids and everybody was there, and it was really good just to sit and visit and enjoy each other and eat good food. So that's always nice, to the eating part. So how are y'all doing? What have y'all been doing today? Hi, Christina. So we are in the AIC event group, and today is Crafter's Choice. All Sundays are Crafter's Choice. And so I was thinking, since I just came from Mother's Day lunch with the girls, hi Debbie, I was thinking about Mother's Day and why not let's do something for Mother's Day. So I was thinking maybe we could make a basket full of flowers. So we're gonna use the mold, the basket mold, and make this the basket. Thank you, Deb. And then try different flowers. We'll put some roses in here, but I've been practicing on different flowers. They are not where they need to be. And I have realized, I watched one of my videos and I realized I talk with my hands a lot, and I do apologize. So I'm going to try to be better about that. I was watching it and I was like cringing. I was like, wow, my hands are moving a whole lot. So I apologize if y'all are like, what is wrong with this girl's hands? She does not keep them still. All right, so we're just gonna get our brown clay. Hi, Peggy. So have y'all had a good Sunday so far? It really has been beautiful here. The weather's been nice. I did have to sleep a little bit this morning because I worked last night. So hence the dark circles under the eyes that y'all can see. But it was good. It was worth getting up early and going and spending time with the kids because we don't get to see them as much as we would like to. I mean, even though they live close, they're very busy. All the boys have sports. Hi, Liza. How are you? Hola, hola. And, you know, we'd like to make it to all their games. Oh, Christina, they were ugly. They were not nice at all. No, they won last night. It was babies 1, nurses 0. Yeah. It was, and that was the other thing. I got home late, so that just, that didn't help anything, so. But they were doing better this morning when we left, so that's always rewarding. So I just have my, basket weave. I lost words. Hi, Shannon. And so this is what, I'm just going to wrap it right around the styrofoam. And this is just coconut oil that I have in this little container. Thanks for all the sprinkles. I appreciate y'all so much. So I'm just going to kind of flatten this out. And just get it in our mold. So this one sheet may do it. We may not have to do more than one. We'll see. How old is the youngest and the oldest? As far as weeks, we have, like when they were born, or we've had a 25-weeker, and we've had babies up to as young as 23 weeks, and then of course we have term babies that are sick, and they come in, but we get all the sick newborns, like they're just delivered. We don't get babies that come in from outside. Like age now, like how long have they been in there? We've had babies go over the 100-day mark. Can't get too specific, you know, because of HIPAA, but we've had, through my work in there, we've had several babies stay with us for over 100 days. And then they get to graduate and go home to their real home. So this was, I think it was like a 4-inch tall round. And so I just cut it in half because I didn't figure we needed a basket that big. And I can tell you right now, I got it from Temu because, you know, they just stick it in the envelope and send it. And it always gets dinged up. Let me find my, oh, there it is. Yes, we, especially the ones that been there a long time, you know, I mean, they become family. The family, you know, we literally get to know them just like they're our family. And we make them a graduation cap, and, you know, it's like a rite of passage almost, that they are graduating and leaving us. But we're not sad, because that means that we've done our job, and we did our job well. That's all we can ask for. Even though they kick our butts sometimes. Put too much pressure right there. I wonder if I can stick it back in the mold. I may put a bow right there. Is this tall? This may work. Actually, I'm gonna go that side down. Let me clip this off so it's even. Then we can butt those two up right together. Yes, we are in the Adventures in Crafting. And before me was Grace Faithful Creation, aka Pouncy Bling Queen. And she was doing a jacket. I think it was like a blue jean jacket. And it had a bee on it. I couldn't read what the words were saying, but she was putting all kinds of rhinestones on it, so I bet it's going to be gorgeous when she finishes it. I had to hop off before. She might have finished it on her live, but I had to hop off. I had to try to get my life together so I could come on. So that white is just the coconut oil that was left in my mold, and it will wipe right off. So it's not going to mess up anything. And right there, I put too much pressure on when I laid it down. So I'm just going to try to press it on this mold to get yeah. See, now you can't even tell. I got glitter on it. Okay, so then we got our little basket. Just kind of smoothing in those seams so they're not quite as noticeable, but not lose the pattern. And that works, that makes it go away. I just pressed the seam on the mold and it went away. The seam line. Thank you for spreading the blessings. I appreciate it. I have lost the lid to my glue and I am so frustrated because every time I knock it over, it starts trying to ooze out. So then I had this mold. I'm pretty sure I got it at Michael's, and it was on clearance, like a Christmas clearance, because this is poinsettias. So, but I'm gonna use this rope one, I think, to go around the top of the basket. Actually, I'm gonna use this one, this rope. So we're just gonna add a little coconut oil right there so it'll come off. Just kind of roll a worm so it can go in there. Let me move this so y'all can see. So y'all got plans for this coming up week? I don't have any big plans. several events that I'm going to be live in, but other than that, it's going to be a chill week, which I'm okay with that. Sometimes chill weeks are the best. So just roll that in there. Hi, Maureen. How are you? So Maureen was on earlier. What time was Maureen? Maureen was on at 3 p.m. Central. And I have to catch her replay because we were driving home during that time. I want a lot of the details, so I'm gonna go this way and see if it'll kind of cut that. Daisy. She's looking for her daddy again. And I'm just getting some of my clay and kind of, it'll grab a hold of it and it will pull the extra off. Just be careful, don't pull your whole mold up out of it. So I'm just putting my hand on the mold, the part that's inside the mold, so it'll pull up what's on the side. That way when you do pull the mold out, you don't have all the extra to clean up. I mean, you'll still have some to clean up, but it won't be as bad. Nope, so far she has not hid from me again. But I've been very vigilant on making sure all the doors have been closed. That just blew my mind, how quiet and still she was in that bed. It was ridiculous. Okay, so there's some little edges. I'm just going to kind of tuck those under to clean up the mold. Right there. Oh my goodness. So, like I said, my daughters took me out to eat, and, you know, I'm not getting into politics or anything, but they got me the funniest little card. I don't even know where they found it, but it had like the White House seal on the card. I wish I'd brought it and I could have played it. I'm gonna have to play it. But so it had the White House seal on the card, and then when you opened it up, it was, I'm gonna put a little glue on here because it doesn't seem to be sticking. Hi Scylla, how are you? Are you feeling better? I hope so. You know what, let's put our bottom down, and then we can cover up the edges with this. And I feel like, let's do this light green. So you open the card up and it's Donald Trump, and he's giving me a Mother's Day message, and it was really funny. And it was like, where in the world did y'all get this card? And it's personalized because, I mean, it doesn't say Michelle. I don't think it said Michelle. It might have. But anyway, it was just like, Happy Mother's Day. You know, it's because of you. You're keeping this family together, and you're the, I don't know, the captain of the ship or something. I don't know. But it was really cute. Oh, wow. He stayed in there a long time. Oh, my goodness, Jamie. I don't think we've ever had one that long. So he was a sick little boy. And look at him, a little tiny warrior. Oh, I just got chill bumps. Those are what makes my job worthwhile. And it brings tears to my eyes because I know how hard he fought and what those parents went through. And you, being grandmama. Y'all fought right there with them. And it was not an easy journey, I know. It was the worst roller coaster of y'all's lives. Oh my goodness, this Jube is sitting here making me cry. Ain't no crying and crafting. That does, that just, it just blesses my heart when I hear stories like that. Just started preschool. Yeah, those little boogers, they are tough. It's like, they did not get the memo that they're little and tiny and they should not be in the world right now. And they especially don't get the memo that they're not the boss, because they are definitely the boss. Right up until forever, probably. Yours was in there a week and a half. Even that. A week and a half is a long time for a mama. A day is too long. Oh, wow. Those are amazing stories. Thank y'all for sharing. I appreciate it. Especially those little 24-weekers when they come out and their eyes are fused and you're thinking, you're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be just chilling inside of mama. But they come out and they hit the floor running. I think that's the best part of my job, is when you have one that little and, you know, they're really sick when they're that little. You really can't mess with them. They're minimal stimulation. The parents, they can put their hand in the isolette, but, you know, we really don't want them, you know, making them cry, not rubbing on them, and, you know, and the parents, they don't understand that. That's their baby, and we get it. We truly get it. But we try to explain to them, you know, they need their rest. This is how they're healing. And but the first time that mama gets to put that baby on her chest, y'all, there's nothing like that feeling right there. I mean, true, the mom's got the best feeling, but being the nurse to be able to hand that mama her baby and just the look on her face and just that bonding moment. Woo! Yeah, it's special. Okay, so I just had to cut just a little piece to fill in that little gap right there. Yeah, Priscilla, 4 days is still. Maureen, we are very protective of our babies. I mean, we'll even tell the doctors, no, you come back when it's care time. And then you can unwrap. Okay, so we have our little basket, and I just put like a light green. She was there with him, every feeding, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing, and most NICUs are trying to do that. We have, 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 6 private rooms. So when the babies are able to, they may not be ready to go home, but they're feeding or they're working on their feeding, and mom wants to, try to start getting the baby to latch for breastfeeding. We do let the mom's room in, and the baby will be back there with them. They're still on the monitor, and we go back there, and obviously we're still in there, but the parents do everything. So that is, and I think more NICUs are trying to go to that. No, we're going to make a basket of flowers. I may have said cake. Who knows what I said? Y'all know me. I just start rambling and apparently use my hands a lot. Okay, so I saw this one. I think I wanted purple. If I can find my purple. Here's some purple. I don't know what I'm not good with flower names, so don't ask me what kind of flowers. But it was round, and it had like little circles on it. So the flower was just a round flower. I mean, it's a flower, but I don't know what it's called. But it's pretty. Yeah, sometimes we don't have room for everybody, so some moms, they have to do that. We try to save those rooms for our moms that are out of town, because we do go and get babies from out of town. And so we do try to save the rooming in rooms for those moms, but and then obviously for the babies that are going home, we try to save it because we have to make sure that the parents know how to take care of their baby. We worked hard on that. Okay, so I'm just rolling little balls and kind of just putting them on this big ball, and we'll see how it turns out. So I kind of want big ones like in the back, and then we'll have some down here. And I did bring some fake leaves that we can add in there. And then I've made small, they kind of need to be the same circle, roses, but I think we're going to try to make a bigger rose and see. Daisy, come here. Come here. Oh, that little turd got she got my notebook. When she gets quiet, she's doing something. No. Daisy, bring it here. And then after this dries, then I will shade it with different purples. So then it looks, it'll have more dimension versus a ball with balls on it. Daisy, no. No. Okay. We're gonna go all the way around this. Can y'all even see what I'm doing? Hi, Sherry. So put all these on here. Do y'all know what kind of flower I was talking about? I may have to Google it and see. Maybe we'll try to make a lavender flower. We can make up our own flowers. No, Lori, I'm off tonight. Thank goodness. Yeah, I was in Raymond's event yesterday, the halfway to Halloween. And so my brain was just going 90 miles an hour. So I didn't sleep much yesterday. And then it was crazy at work. Daisy, come here. I wish I had your treats over here. Okay, she's going to get in her bed. So see how it just kind of, the little balls on there. And you're just going to cover the whole ball in it. Okay. I know this is real boring. Sorry. We'll get to the roses next. And I thought this would be perfect for Mother's Day. Get all kinds of flowers and have it, then like having some greenery kind of draped down. And you know, if you had those little styrofoam balls, you could use that too. Kind of like, I think I have some. I thought about it ahead of time. And we may do one and see what it looks like. But this kind of balls, you can get them at the Dollar Tree. And you could put those, instead of having to roll the balls, just get those colors. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for sprinkling. How are you doing this afternoon? So, like I said, I went to lunch with my daughters, and my middle daughter, I guess her husband works with somebody who has like season tickets. Is it the Astros? I am not a sports fan, so I don't, did you printed flowers out like it? What's the name of it? Did it print a name too? Hi, Ginger. I don't know. I don't know all the sports names. But anyway, his boss had like season tickets. And I guess the Savannah Bananas, I don't know if y'all know who. Hi, Albert. How are you? Oh, look at you. Give me all kinds of choices. Just pick one, and it can be that. Albert just gave y'all a bunch of choices. But I don't know which one it is. But anyway, his boss had tickets to the Savannah Bananas game. This, I guess it was last night. And so they, maybe it wasn't. It was in College Station's where the game was. So College Station's near Houston, so maybe it was. So they got to go to a Savannah Banana game. I'm like, how fun is that? I wanted to go. Why wasn't I invited? So Hudson, my grandson, he had his little Savannah Banana jersey on, and he was showing me he had gotten it signed by some of the players, and he was very excited. And I was asking him because there's one of the players that gets on stilts, and he walks out through the field, and it's kind of like the Harlem Globetrotters of the baseball world. So, you know, they get out there and they're funny, and they play baseball, but they dance, and then they have audience participation, especially with the kids. And hi, Marianne. And so they were telling me about all the things that they did. And I guess there was a tailgate party before the game, and like the manager came out, and they had some players out there, and they stayed until everybody that wanted something signed got their jersey or whatever signed. So I thought that was pretty cool. So anyway, he was very excited. He had his little baseball hat, and all my grandsons are, yes, I would absolutely love to go. But he said Stilts was not there at that game. So he did not get to see Stilts. But yeah, three of my grandsons, the other one's 8 months old, so he will be. He's just not old enough yet. They are all into baseball. And if I do say so myself, they're pretty dang good. I think it's amazing, you know, you have these 6, 7, 8-year-olds, and they are like whacking that ball all the way to the fence and catching it. And like, I know that they're still learning, so they're not like perfect, but they're getting pretty dang coordinated. Seeing the progress from T-ball to now we're at machine pitch. And, you know, used to when he'd go out to the field, they'd be, you know, laying around on the field and watching the butterflies over here. But they're like into the game now. They're like getting down in their little positions, and I just love watching them. And to hear them talk to each other, the kids, I mean, it's like, and they're cheering each other on, and if they strike out, it's okay, you'll get it next time. And so it's like, it's so sweet. Okay, this took longer than I thought. It's weird. Yes, I love watching them, Albert, on YouTube. And one of our nurse practitioners actually knows you know how, so you have the Savannah Bananas, and then you have the other teams that play the Savannah Bananas, and they're like, the Texas team is the Tailgaters, and then I forgot what the Florida one is, but they're pink. the party animals. I think that's who they are. So you have all these different teams in different states that play the Savannah Bananas, and one of our nurse practitioners, she knows one of the guys that plays on is it the Tailgaters maybe? So they got to go to a game. I'm like, girl, give me tickets. You got the hookup. You need to get me the hookup. She's like, do you want to go? I'm like, I absolutely want to go. I would be there. Even though I'm not a sports fan, I would go and watch them. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, we've signed up for the lottery, like everybody in the family, all my girls, all their husbands, me and my husband, we all signed up for the lottery because that's how you get tickets here. And we didn't make the lottery. Well, you have to go watch them on YouTube. They are so funny. And it's like a good family fun. So it's not, they're not raunchy, and they really are for the kids. If you watch their videos, they serenade the little kids, and they do everything to make the kids feel special. Almost done. Y'all, we may get 2 flowers done. I didn't realize this was going to take so long. I should have prepped. So this would be a lot. Yes, Brenda. Have you been to one of their games? So if y'all got the hookups with the Bananas, your girl wants to go see them. So I told my daughter, I said, I am so jealous that y'all got to go. But they had a great time. I'm glad. It's like, what a memory for my grandson. And the funny thing is, my oldest daughter, they actually won the lottery last year. And for some reason, she didn't tell anybody. And so they wasn't able to go. And so they just let the tickets go back. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? One of us would have went. You should have told me. She's like, well, I didn't think anybody was interested. So that was a missed opportunity. But somebody else got to go. And that's all that matters. They got blessed. Almost done. This is the bottom, so I'm gonna get a little bit bigger with the balls. I think maybe 2 more and we should be good. Okay. So there's what it looks like. Okay, put this purple up, and we'll get make a little stem, go around it. I really don't know what kind of stem. I think maybe we can get a pointy stem. Just don't want it too big. Probably bigger, thicker than that though. I have a little cookie cutter up there. Oh, we'll get this one. Okay, I'm just going to get my pokey tool and just kind of cut some points out. Let me get it up off the table first. It would be easier to, let me try to cut it. Hi Jenna, how are you? I'm doing great. How are you doing? We're just making a basket of Mother's Day flowers. Well, I know what I want, but for some reason I'm not, it's not working out in my head. So I'm just trying to make that pointy. Make that one pointy. How's your allergies? I think the last time I saw you, your allergies were about to get the best of you. I hope they're doing better. Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Let's pull these out. Thank you, Melanie. Thank you for having me. I have enjoyed it. Yeah, I can't believe that we made a basket and one flower. So then I'm just gonna kind of pull this up, kind of like the stems of a flower. So like that. So we got that one. Okay, let's see if we can make a big rose before the time goes off. Make a yellow rose. Going to condition the clay real quick, and we'll roll it out, and we're going to do circles. And if you just kind of press it out, you'll get some of the bubbles out. Kind of helps with the bubbles. Do this one. Things are jumping around here. So we'll start with 7, we'll roll that, and then we're going to roll some more and add to it to make our rose bigger. And I think I'm going to do the next circle size up for the bigger one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Those two got a little close, but it really doesn't matter. We're going to cut it in half so we can have 2 roses. Work smarter, not harder. 2 for 1. Get our foam board. What did I do with it? I just had it out so I would know where it was at. Oh, there it is. Okay. Get my ball tool. Actually, we'll just use this since it's out. Okay, and you're just going to kind of go right there on the petals, thin those out, kind of make them flowery. Okay, so we have it like that. Okay, let's start this side. And just kind of have your petals kind of tilted out. Keep your bottoms lined up. Okay, so we got that. Now let's go a size bigger. Make some, we're going to just add on to this one to make a bigger rose. And we're going to put these petals on individually. 54. Okay, so after me, we have Crafting by Tracy Lynn, with Tracy Lynn. So we're gonna go see what she has to make. And then after her, we have CC's Redesigns with Kathy. And then to close us off tonight is the Pink Butterfly by Becca. So we've had an amazing event today. If you are not already following Adventures in Crafting, their Facebook page, make sure you follow. And then you can go and watch everybody's replay. Make sure you're liking and following everybody. Let's start with this. And I'm just eyeballing it, and obviously my eyeball is not exactly in the middle, but it's fine. It is totally fine. We don't do perfect here. Okay. Same thing, you want this to have the kind of the flowery. Tips. So I'm going and I'm kind of dragging it out as I'm kind of twisting it to give it that little feathery touch. Okay. So then you'll just take this feather and you'll just go right there. And so you'll just keep adding. Kind of overlap just a little bit right there where the petals touch. There. See, this can be as big as you want, or like I said, you could stop where I first stopped, or you can keep adding until you have a really big flower. And then after it dries, go in and do some shading. So see how it just gets bigger and prettier? Hi Heather, how are you? So, I mean, that looks like a real rose, doesn't it? I think I'm gonna add a couple of more and then we're gonna call this one done. And so what I'll do is I'll add more like big ones and I'll add some small ones. And then I'm gonna put this on a stem with long leaves and have it standing up in the background. And so it's just gonna be a basket full of flowers. Nothing else is gonna be in there. Okay, 58. Let's put 2 more. And then when you're putting your next set where it's joined right there, go in between that join. Just be careful and don't stick your finger in it like I did in your bud. And if you do, just get your pokey tool and unstick it. Okay, I feel like it needs one right there. And I'll probably add one right here too. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. I have appreciated every one of y'all being here. Y'all have a blessed afternoon, and I will see y'all next time. And head over to Crafting by Tracy Lynn, and she's going to be up next. And yeah. So y'all have a great afternoon, and I guess it's evening now. And I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.